Hello everyone. In this lecture, I will cover the topic the luncheon, which is prescribed in the syllabus of Guru Nanak Dev University for class BA semester 1 General English. It is written by William Somerset Maugham. William Somerset Maugham was an English writer known for his plays, novels and short stories. He was born on 25th January 1874 in Paris. Maugham was schooled in England and then went to a German university. He was a medical student, but he never practiced medicine and he became a full-time writer. His important works includes Liza of Lambeth, Of Human Bondage, The Painted Veil, The Razor's Edge, Cakes and Ale. He was also very popular for his short stories, and The Luncheon, which we are going to discuss now, is one of them. The Luncheon is a humorous story. The humor arises from the difference in what the lady claims and what she actually does. The writer who plays the host finds himself trapped. From a generous host, he becomes a desperate host. The Luncheon is a story about a lady. She was invited by the writer to a lunch 20 years ago. He meets her again after 20 years. He meets the lady at a play. She gives a signal to him to come over to her. He goes and sits beside her. He doesn't even remember her name. He gets her name from somebody. Then she reminds him of their first meeting 20 years ago at a luncheon. Now the question is, how did the writer met the lady 20 years ago? 20 years ago, the writer was living in Paris. He was living from hand to mouth. He received a letter from a lady who had read his books. She wanted to meet him. She asked him to invite her to lunch at Foyot's, an expensive restaurant. The writer agreed and invited her. He liked the idea because he thought that the lady might be beautiful and young. When the lady arrived, the writer was surprised that she was not at all beautiful and attractive as he had thought, though she was charming and talkative. The waiter brought the menu. All the dishes in the restaurant were very expensive. The lady told the waiter that she never ate more than one thing for luncheon. She disliked people who ate too much. Now we will discuss how Maugham's encounter experience with the lady at the lunch. First, she ordered salmon, an expensive fish, and then caviar, another costly dish. The writer's heart sank. He ordered the cheapest mutton for himself. Then she asked for champagne, an expensive wine. The writer turned pale. He only ordered water for himself. She also had coffee and ice cream. The writer panicked. He thought if he would have enough money to pay the tip. The writer left the restaurant without a penny in his pocket. Before leaving, she gave the writer a particular advice never to eat more than one thing for luncheon. The writer retorted that he would do better than that and miss his dinner that day. She called him an interesting fellow. The author suffered a lot because he tried to keep up appearances. He had a very disappointing experience. He found it difficult to forget this experience through his life. He learnt a lesson for his life. He took a vow that he would never feel flattered. Now, another title for the story is Revenge. After 20 years, he met the lady again. The writer felt he had his revenge on her because she had grown very fat. The writer wants to convey how inexperienced men like him are fooled by such clever and cunning women. That's all about the story. Thank you.